Hello everyone, Tech1421 here with another episode of Mega Moveset. Today we're going to be talking about Mega Sharpedo, and while it is not released yet, we can kind of speculate on things and try to figure out what the best moveset is for Mega Sharpedo. I am going to be doing this for a few of the Mega Pokemon, some of the ones that I'm most interested in before the game comes out. And then when the game finally comes out for everyone, we can kind of get some gameplays of certain stuff of some of these Pokemon and continue along with the series of Mega Moveset, because the goal in the end of the series is try to get through all the Mega Moveset, all the Mega Pokemon, not just the ones that not just the new ones, but the ones that I haven't gone over yet from the other generation as well. So there are still more Mega Pokemon out there that I have not covered, excluding the new ones. Obviously, I haven't covered any of the new ones yet. So there's still more that I want to go over, like Mega Mewtwo and all this other stuff. But before that, I kind of want to get into these new ones. So the first one I'm going to cover is Mega Sharpedo. Now, Sharpedo is an awesome Pokemon. I was very excited to hear that he has a Mega Evolution, and I'm going to be talking about Sharpedo in more depth in my countdown series to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. If you guys want to check out that series, just as a side note, it is a really awesome series that I'm doing. I would like to think that's an awesome series, and I'm putting a lot of time and effort into it. And if you just check out one episode of that, and hopefully you'll get hooked on it. I'm really putting a lot of effort into it, and hopefully you can tell by just watching one or two episodes of that, and hopefully it'll get you hooked and you'll tune in for the remaining days of the countdown series up until the release of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So anyways, Mega Sharpedo. Let's go ahead and get into Mega Sharpedo, shall we? First of all, as always, I want to look at the stat increases and all that stuff first. Let's go ahead and look at that from Sharpedo to Mega Sharpedo. So, Sharpedo, it got a increase in the attack by 20, which is awesome. That's what we're going to be mainly focusing on, so that's really cool. It also nearly doubled its defense, and the defense was a really gray area with Sharpedo. It's a very fragile Pokemon. The defense and the special defense was both 40. So things like Earthquake and things like a Thunderbolt or something, just as an example, would pretty much take you out in one hit, which is why I love Destiny Bond so much. You can essentially use a Focus Sash Sharpedo, which is I already have this moveset on my channel, and it works very well. You can use it in any tier, by the way. I use it in NU tier, I use it in OU tier. It worked as effective in both tiers, and even UU as well. So I really like the regular old Sharpedo moveset, but since we have to use the Sharpedo-ite, we're going to be changing things up a little bit. And it's nice to get these increases in the defense and special defense to go along with some other increases as well, because we cannot have an item on us. So anyways, the special attack also got an increase, and the speed got an increase. We don't really care about the special attack. We're actually going to make this Pokemon adamant and decrease the special attack and increase the attack, but we're not going to focus on adamant, we're not going to focus on special attack at all. And the speed increase is pretty nice. I'm glad it got a little bit of a speed increase. You'll notice that the new ability is Strong Jaw, which we'll get into, but the old ability here, and we'll focus on this first, it has two different abilities on Sharpedo. The first one's Rough Skin, and this is on a few different Pokemon like Garchomp. Ferrothorn also has a similar ability. This Pokemon causes other Pokemon making contact to lose 1/8 of their max HP. So this is kind of an interesting ability. Again, it's on like Garchomp and Ferrothorn. You'll put like Rocky Helmet. You'll see like Rocky Helmet on stuff like this, because it'll take away a lot of damage from just using contact moves. But the problem with Sharpedo is it can't really take too many hits. So it kind of stinks, and you don't really want to use Rough Skin that much. Speed Boost is a great ability. This is on like Torchic, Blaziken. It's a really good ability, and not too many Pokemon have this. And Pokemon that do have this really benefit. Things like Ninjask is a really nice setup Pokemon and can really benefit from Speed Boost. So Sharpedo has Speed Boost. Mega Sharpedo does not. So you want to take advantage of regular old Sharpedo having Speed Boost, and then once you get maybe one raise in your speed to then go into Mega Evolve after that. So you want to be careful on when you Mega Evolve. You probably don't want to Mega Evolve the very first turn. Protect is our first move, and we'll get into when to use Protect and all that. But I feel like Speed Boost is really good, and this Pokemon's speed is boosted by 1 at the end of each full turn on the field. You want to make sure you're on the field for a full turn to get the ability to get the boost, to get the speed boost. So you want to make sure you get that. But it's really awesome. And let's go ahead and go into the EV spread real quick, because I do want to talk about that. And we'll go over to Sharpedo, we'll go over to Mega Sharpedo, not regular old Sharpedo for this one. So we are making it adamant. We are increasing the attack as much as we possibly can. You'll get a grand total of 416 if you max everything in the attack, which is really, really good. And I guess I do want to talk about the strong jaw before we get into that, because it kind of goes into all the math and stuff. So strong jaw, this Pokemon's bite-based attacks do 1.5 damage. And there's 2 different things on Sharpedo that really benefit from this ability. The first one is Crunch. You'll see that in our moveset. The second one is Ice Fang. Now, Ice Fang is something you can sub out for a few of these moves. I'll get into that in a second. But you'll notice I don't actually have Ice Fang in our moveset currently right now. But it's a pretty solid move. You don't get stabbed for Ice Fang, unfortunately, but you do get the strong jaw ability from that. And it's pretty solid. So I'll get into Ice Fang and Crunch in a second. But let's go back to the EV spread here. So I am going to be putting 40 in defense. As I said, Sharpedo is very fragile, and even Mega Sharpedo is still very fragile and can't take too many hits. So we do want to boost the defense up a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and make the speed 300, and with the speed boost you're going to be able to outspeed a lot of things, which is really nice. So now let's go ahead and get into the moveset. The first move here is Protect, and this is a very, very important move for Sharpedo. This does one of 3 things. The first thing is fairly obvious. You're going to be able to get your speed boost bonus before you Mega Evolve. The second is you can scout out different moves. So for example, if you may or may not know if a Pokemon that you're facing has like Earthquake, or has like a Thunderbolt or something like that, like a Lightning move or an Earth type move that can really mess you up, then you want to go ahead and Protect and figure out if that's something that you might want to switch out on. So Protect really works wonders in that regard. The other thing it does is you can figure out if you want to use your Destiny Bond or not. You see Destiny Bond is the 4th move in our moveset, and if you feel like Sharpedo did its job and got through a lot of Pokemon, or you may think that it's not very important in that particular matchup against the other Pokemon that your opponent may have, then go ahead and Destiny Bond. This will go ahead and if they knock you out, 9 times out of 10, when your opponent uses a move and you go ahead and Protect, 9 times out of 10 they're going to use the same move over again. Now they might be mind readers, they might understand your trick 100%, and they might be following you along with your little mind games that you might be playing. But 9 times out of 10 they're going to use the same move, and if you think it's going to knock you out and you think Sharpedo's done its job, then just go ahead and Destiny Bond, and both you and your opponent will be knocked out. So I think Destiny Bond is a pretty solid move to have on Sharpedo. Crunch is the go-to move as far as attacking goes. Once you have your speed boost up, and you're just going to go through things like crazy with Crunch, because it's going to have 80 base power as a Dark type move, so it gets stabbed from Sharpedo. Sharpedo is Water and Dark type. And then you have the Strong Jaw ability, so you get an extra 1.5 times boosted bonus to your attack. With a 416 attack stat, that Crunch is very, very scary. So nothing, even if they're resistant, is going to want to take a Crunch. For the most part, there's going to be a 2-hit KO on a lot of different things. Aqua Jet is your last move that I'm going to talk about, and this is the move that you can easily replace with Ice Fang. I really like Aqua Jet. I actually have a normal old Sharpedo moveset on my channel where I use Aqua Jet a lot. Aqua Jet is going to get stabs. It's going to be doing 60 base power, and it has priority. I know that your speed is up really high. You already have really good base speed. We invested in speed. With the speed boost, you're going to get another 1.5 times speed. And if you don't Mega Evolve right away. That can continue to increase, but I still feel like things like Sucker Punch is going to hurt you. The defense is not very strong on Sharpedo, and things like, just things like, Sucker Punch and other priority moves like Extreme Speed is still going to be doing a good amount of damage to you. And if you have Aqua Jet, chances are you may outspeed, and it might come in handy. You can also use it on regular old Sharpedo and continue to get your speed boost even higher after you knock something out. So that is pretty much it for Sharpedo. Let's go ahead and look at the shiny forms. I always like to do that. Mega Sharpedo, it's purple. Regular old Sharpedo is also purple, so nothing really changes there. The item is Sharpedo-ite. I don't really know how to pronounce that, Sharpedo-ite. So look out for Sharpedo-ite in the game. And I definitely want to use Sharpedo. I cannot wait to use it in the game, the Mega Sharpedo, so that's going to be really awesome. It's a really cool Pokemon, really cool Mega Evolution. Has a really good ability, I feel, and just a pretty solid moveset, I think. So if you guys want to comment down below any suggestions you have for the moveset, any questions you have, and if you guys can leave this video a like, that'd be greatly appreciated, and I'll see you in any Mega Moveset videos yet to come. So take it easy, everyone. Peace.